Hey guys, I just thought I'd make a video tonight. It's been tough today. I just needed to talk a little bit more. I'm not going to leave any of these videos up, but after a few days. But God, today was a nightmare. It was just. Let me see if I can. I'm trying to see if I can get the picture better. Hello, crashing Alpine. Oh my God, today was so bad. It was a day from hell. She passed away. Um, wasn't good. Um, I left today. My mom can't get out, with the COVID thing. She's had it, and she's still technically positive, so she can't get out. But I left. If I sat here, I was just gonna go nuts. And I'm fixing to go out again. She's asleep, so uh, it's I don't know. It's hard. This has just been. It's just a nightmare. Um, and I need to do things to get my mind off of this, you know. But like if your hobby as a guy was, uh, rollerblading, or something like that, that's not going to remind you of this, all of this. If your hobby is knitting or reading romance novels, like if a woman, or if mine, was reading a Tom Clancy novels, or something like that, that's not going to remind you of all this. Um, it's just, I miss her a lot. Uh, she didn't deserve this, but when I was getting back to the hobby, though, I read a comment that threw me off. Um, uh, but you know what I mean about hobbies. It's not going to make you think of her. Well, guess what my hobbies are? Watching the news and reading politics. Well, gee, what's the biggest story in the news right now? You know, or one of the stories. One of them's the stupid protest, but you know, what's the major stories? You know, we all know what it is. And if I watch that, it's just going to keep popping in my head again. And it's my fault. I feel like I infected them. That was me. Mom pulled through. She did okay. She was sick for about 2 weeks, and then she pulled through. And my aunt just didn't. Just depressed me so bad. Virus is real. If you're older, it is very deadly. I miss some of the old people that used to watch my videos. Um, I miss them. Most of them aren't on here. It's been so long since I've made videos, and I probably won't make too many more. I just needed to jabber. If I just hadn't gone, I know it was when I went in that mall and I didn't have my mask on. I was outside and it started raining, and I wasn't thinking, and I just went inside. And it was after I went in there I started feeling sick. And a couple of days later, I really felt sick. I had a lot of symptoms, not bad ones for me. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I had symptoms. And then mom got some symptoms, and then my aunt got symptoms. My mom went in the hospital first. My aunt was okay. Um, so it's funny that my mom went in first and my aunt was at home, and she comforted me because I was worried about mom at the time because she got really sick, and she was, oh, she's gonna be okay, and my aunt was just like, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna quarantine too and just stay home and I'll be okay. And then she got real sick and then got put in the hospital, got put on a ventilator, and she lasted for a couple of weeks, and that was it. If you're hearing what I'm doing, I'm playing Blizzard sounds on my Roku, and it was my fault. I feel like I infected her. How you live with that? I sure didn't do it on purpose, obviously. It's just, I don't know. For all y'all, my regulars that come on here, I appreciate y'all coming to my videos. And like I said, I'm not going to leave these up for long. I just wanted to leave them up for about maybe a day or two and let people see them, and then I'm going to delete them. I'm just going to take them off. And this obviously ain't something I want to remember, but her family's doing okay. Her kids are okay. As far as I know, I haven't talked with them. My mom did. I cried all day, or at least a good portion of it. I just left. I mean, if I sat here, I'd just go crazy. Thank God it's warm weather. I could actually get outside a little bit and, sit there. It's just amazing in my family. Now, it's like all the good people are gone. They're just all gone. My uncle had a neighbor. He got sick down the road. He died. He was 80. They said he was, getting up there too. He didn't make it either. And I thought this would help. It really hasn't. It's made things worse. I should have just not said anything. When my mom got sick and got put in the hospital, uh, oh, thanks, Garage Workouts. I appreciate it. Glad to see you here. Yeah, I appreciate it. Hadn't seen you guys in a while. I didn't know if y'all were still watching my videos. It's I tell you what, guys. If it ain't one thing, it's another, right? It's like I just feel bad for their family. I can't win. Like all the good people in my family are gone. I mean, I'm not going to speak ill of everybody, but all the, excuse my language, but all the jackasses are alive. In the family. I mean, it's just nobody but my mom, my sister, boo, my uncle, boo, my cousins. One of them's okay. The rest of them, yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. Yeah, she went peacefully though. Garage workouts. She went peacefully, so she was 73. God, I tell you, I just want to cry. I can't even sleep. Like I can't. I wish I could just lay down and sleep, and I know it was my OCD of having to get out and go, and I screwed up. It was all my fault, man. Mom keeps telling me that they don't think they got it from me, but I was sick before any of them were. Of course, my symptoms were way less severe. They were like, I had a little bit of chills and a little bit of cough, stuff like that. It was nothing, like nothing that you would fear death or going to the hospital. It was nothing like that. And made my withdrawal worse. But, I mean, it was nothing, I was sick for about 2 weeks, but it wasn't severe. Like I said, it really lessened over time, and it was finally gone. Even though I do seem to have some lingering symptoms, it's a little odd, but I mean, I'm fine. um, my mom got real sick, but they got help for her. She got antibiotics, and it really helped clear her up. My aunt wasn't as lucky. Man, I'm telling you, man. And we saw them a lot. And like I said, guys, I mean, I can't even do things I love to get my mind off things. I mean, politics is what I love. The news is what I like. Well, gee, what are you going to hear about the most? Besides the protests, of course. COVID-19. You know. I'm keeping it down. My mom's asleep, so that's why I'm not blah, blah, and really talking like I can't. So I hope y'all can hear me good enough. Um, I got the fan going, and I got the the blizzard going. I tell you what, guys, I wish it'd been me that went, and I don't mean that in a pity. I'm gonna kill myself. I don't even mean it like that. It's just she has something to live for. I get it that she's older, right? But she had something to live for. She had children, grandchildren, great grandchildren. What do I have? I mean, I'm near middle age. I have no wife. Excuse me. I have no kids. I'm not going to have any grandkids. I don't really have any friends. And I don't mean that in a pitiful, poor guy. I mean, I just don't, I don't have any friends. I have no money. It's not like the world's going to really suffer if I'm gone. And I couldn't have been me. Why, when I was 5 years old, a week before my 5th birthday, why did my father have to die of cancer? What do you say? You know, he had everything to live for. You're right about the news being depressing. Yeah. I mean, that's what's bad. I love politics and I love the news. Like, that's what I like. If I had any choice of something I could go into, it would be the media, because I like it. It's what I like to do. But, you can't do it right now with this, This is just going to remind me of her. I'll still do it. It's tough. Well, one thing of good news y'all might be interested in, our our community college opens up on the 17th. I'm going to try to either go over there that day or a few days after and ask about trying to go to school there if I can. I mean, I got to do something, guys. I don't know what I'll do if I can't get some kind of decent job. I can't stay here. If something happened to mom, I can't live here. You know, I couldn't live here by myself. I mean, somebody'd have to move in and just help pay the bills. And I don't really want to live with anybody else. I don't. It's not exactly something when you're an autistic person that's very ideal. Um, and I don't have the money to stay here by myself. I don't have no money to do that. It's funny. My other aunt, she has started a house cleaning business. That'd be nice. If I could do it, I definitely would. I wish I could start any kind of business, a horseshoe business, anything. Um, It was funny. When Mom was sick and she was in the hospital, I had to take care of everything here. And it was like a glimpse into my future. And of course, my aunt, that's before she got real sick, but she went to the hospital too. And of course, nobody could really come over and help me much because of COVID. I was still possibly positive. We didn't know at the time. So, we didn't know if I was positive or not. And they couldn't risk coming over. So it was just a nightmare. It was like what I'd be like if I was alone. Oh God, it was everything in the world went wrong. Um, the car messed up. The tires went flat. And I don't know how to change a tire. They didn't go flat. I shouldn't say that, but the air was low, and I was scared if I went somewhere, I'd get stuck out if I had a flat. I don't know how to change a flat. Um, and I don't have AAA, so uh, the cards Mom gave me are debit, credit cards. They weren't working because see, I didn't have cash. I didn't know how to get cash. I don't know a PIN number, and I couldn't get the cash out. The cards wasn't working in the stores. They were, you'd bring it up, the card not working, and we had money in the account, and it was just, oh my God. And then the computer messed up, and we couldn't log into my account. I think it's just the stupid bank account that we have, but you know, I was just going nuts. The bills had to be paid. I didn't know how to pay them all because they were needing to be paid right now, because she'd been in the hospital for several weeks, and it was just like, oh my God, it's just a nightmare. Oh man, it scared me about my future. It just, oh God, when does it ever end? My life. It would be nice because nothing's going good now. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm kind of angry at God at this point. Of course, I need a job, but so I guess maybe I'll have to sacrifice that. But I'm so angry at God right now. You know, it's like, why does He keep doing the things He does to me? It's like I just can't win, man. I can't. I can never get ahead. I can't. And now it's like everybody's just disappearing. Everybody I care about, except for my mom, is gone. Everybody. All the ones that are alive are people that really don't care about me. I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's just true. Let me get a sip of my drink. Hang on. Yeah, it's just, man, it's so hard, man. Anybody that lives in a loving family, like if you have several brothers or sisters, and y'all are close and everything, and you're married maybe, and you got a family, be thankful, man. Just be very thankful because at least you're not alone. I am. Not completely. I have my mom, which thank God she pulled through. I don't know what I would have done. If it had gotten really, oh my God, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes I just wish I could lay my head down and just never wake up. It sure would be nice. Nothing much is getting better. It's just a nightmare. It wasn't anybody's fault. Obviously I didn't try to do it. I mean, obviously. But man, I just don't even know what to say. I guess I just need to ramble a little bit. Um, because I don't have anybody to talk to right now. It's like I'm just sitting here It's like my whole life I'm just waiting to die, you know? And that's just not a way to live your life. Not at all. The death rate is low for this thing, but then she gets hit with it. You know, lucky me, huh? Lucky us, our family. And I don't think it was even her fault. She wouldn't run around without a mask on. She wasn't. She wasn't doing anything. It was my fault. Yeah. Scratch my back here. I mean, I just nothing looks up anymore. You know, like there's you don't. I don't wake up and it think, wow, the world's just things are just getting better. You know, it's never better. Somebody put on a comment on my last video. Because I talked about this, it was bad news. You know, the guy said, "Well, isn't it always bad news?" With all due respect, and in my life, it is. I know he probably meant that sarcastically, but with my life, it kind of is. It's always bad news. Always is. I always said that Married with Children was about my life. The comedy show that came on in the '80s and early '90s, it was that show was about me. I always said it. You know, the guy, his life was just crap all the time, and nothing went right. Whenever he tried to do something, it went wrong. You know, it always ended up wrong, even if at first it succeeded. And that's my life. You know, it's funny. There's one thing that I seem to have. At least it seems like I have it. I could be wrong. But for some reason, women seem to like me, or at least a lot of them. Not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them do. Now, of course, I can't ask anybody out right now. I can't do anything right now until we at least get a vaccine and mom can be taken care of. If mom's taken care of, I'll ease up. You know, I don't care what happens to me. If I die, big deal. Doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. And I don't mean that in a suicidal way. It just doesn't matter anymore. There's nothing here for me. But um, but yeah, I mean, I haven't asked any of these girls out, but I wonder if I am good with women. I don't know if I am or not. I haven't tested it yet, you know. But if I'm good with women, has God given me that will maybe guarantee that I won't be alone, that I can meet somebody? Meeting a woman, though, you know, it's an awful big step for me, and it's a big step for her. Because who would want to be involved with me? And I don't even mean that. Like I said, I'm not trying to put myself down. It's that I've got a lot of problems. I'm an autistic person. I got benzo withdrawal still. I don't know if either one of those are ever. Well, I know one of them's definitely never going away. I don't know if benzo withdrawal. I wonder now if it will ever go away. I've just been through everything. The last 2 to 3 years have been just a nightmare. Uh, and before that, it was about 2 years before that. It was pretty bad. My best year was 2015, symptoms wise. I really got better. It was really good. Boy, I didn't know what I was heading for. But I guess in a way I did. I've always been that way, that I knew. I thought, now something's going to go wrong. Yeah, something's going to go wrong. And, boy, boy, did it. I love my mom. I hated this for her. Because now it's just her. Her sisters are all gone. Her mom and dad's gone. It's just her. It's just a nightmare. And when you feel like it's partly, or your fault, that's just the icing on the tombstone, as Al Bundy used to say. is horrible. My whole life's a failure. I mean, I had a lot of things wrong with me. It's not like I was some genius that just wasted my life. I mean, I'm not good at much of anything. I'm not talented. I'm not really good at much of anything in my life. I miss. What a nightmare. I don't even know if I want to go to the graveside service. They're not gonna have an open casket because she's still technically positive. So they, you know, though she's passed away, you got to be careful. And it's just going to be a closed casket, and it's going to be a, graveside. Nothing at all good about this. This will take a long time if I ever get over this. I know I have to. I have to move on with my life. I have no choice. I can't just sit and I can't just sit and waller. I gotta take care of myself. I gotta do something. Oh well, guys, I guess I need to get off here. I was on here for about 20 something minutes, 27 minutes. I don't know what else to say. I guess please pray for me, guys. I hear that. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I just, I can't stop. I mean, I can't. It might be different if I was filthy rich, but that ain't. That's not exactly my situation. Not even close. Um, and I guess maybe, and see, this was the problem. When my grandmother passed away, which was very hard on me, I was so close to her. Um, when she passed away, the one thing that eased it, if y'all have kept up with my videos through the years, is I learned to drive. My issues being autistic and the benzo withdrawal, I've never been able to learn to drive, and I learned to drive about 7 years ago, and that was so big, and it kind of kept my mind off of thinking of her all the time because I was so focused on that. You got to get out and drive, you got to get out and work at it. And I remember, also when I got my license, I was full of such elation that I didn't think as much about it. Not because I didn't care about it, but I was so happy to be able to drive. It was such an achievement that I was so excited. Right now, I don't have that. I don't seem to have anything. I'm going to go over and check with the college and see if I can even attend. And I don't mean financially. I mean literally if they'll even let me get a degree, get some kind of associate degree. I don't even know. That's been my issue. I could never go to college. They wouldn't let me go. I tried 3 times. I've lost so many years. I don't know. This was a terrible, terrible day. It's been a terrible year. It's funny, I suffered so horribly the last 2 years. And then this year, I was so excited, man. I hoped things were going to get better. Nothing. Just fucking nothing. All this had to happen. I dread my mom the holidays this year. Before all this happened with my aunt, I wasn't even going to go to our holidays. I mean, we may not have them anyway with all the the COVID stuff. But I just wasn't going to go see them because they don't really respect me. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but let's just say they don't really respect me at all and treat me very well. So I just didn't care about going. But poor mom this year, now she's lost her sister, and I need to go for her if that we have it. I don't want to see them. I have no desire to see them, but we need to see. I need to go for her. It's going to be a tough holiday this year for her. It's not going to be good. I think when my mom is gone from this planet, I'll never celebrate the holidays again. I just won't celebrate them ever again. I'm just tired of them. Just reminds me of a lot of sadness. And it's getting worse and worse now. Really bad with her passing. I mean, I don't ever want to think of them again. I mean, I don't get no presents anymore. I don't mean that's the only reason, but I don't get presents no more. I'm not like I'm a kid, My grandmother's gone. I used to love holidays with her. My other aunt, who I was very close to, she passed away years ago with cancer. And then my grandmother passed away about 5 years ago. I just want to forget it all. And I'm the only one that has it the worst. Now, people can say, in my family, I just don't have anybody. I have nobody that, if my mom, I have her. I'm talking about if I didn't have her. I don't have anybody. There'd be nobody to put my head, cry on. Nobody to lean on. Well, this didn't really help. But I guess I just needed to get it off my chest. Boy, this made me dread getting older, guys. Not that I'm young. Not exactly young. But, all these people are going to go eventually. Unless I go first. That ain't going to happen. None of that's going to happen. Oh, yeah, I understood that, Chris, about starting next semester. That's not what I'm worried about. It's that I can go at all, And I just don't know if I'll be able to even go at all. That's the problem. And I don't mean that I can't pay the money or that I couldn't, do. It's not that. It's that they won't let me go because of the exam thing. I didn't pass all of my quote-unquote exit exam in high school. I passed every part but math. God, that would take so much time trying to pass a math part again. Math is not a subject I'm very good at. I'm just in a mess. It's just a mess. I hate, with her passing away today, I hate just talking about me, but I have to think about me because I got to survive. You kind of have to be a little selfish, Tell you what, if I don't live a long life, unless something drastically gets better, if I don't live a long life, I think that's goodbye. That's just fine with me. I don't think I'm going to want to live long. Oh, man. Boy, today was terrible. Guys, you just don't know how bad it was today. Oh, the whole day was just a nightmare. I didn't have 1 ounce of peace. It was just all day. And then me and Mom sat here and we watched TV. I couldn't even focus on it. I was just like, all I could think of was that it's my fault, man. See, that's what makes it the hardest. Like, if she had been out there not doing what she should be doing and then she got sick, it's like, well, it's kind of on you, I hate that it happened, but you kind of did this to yourself. That's not what happened. She wasn't doing that. Hell, I was the one doing it. I mean, I wasn't doing that much, but it was enough. I'm just so angry with God, I actually told him just leave me alone. It's like all you do is cause trouble for me. And it's just my whole life, you know. It's never stopped. And it's getting worse and worse. Like the catastrophes are getting worse and worse as I've gotten older. Oh, man. No, it's going to be a long time before I overcome this. The sadness, the guilt of feeling like I did it. And it may not have been, whoops, hit my remote. It may not have been me. I mean, I may not have been the one to give it to her. I mean, I didn't give it to her. It was mom because of me. Um, she was going to have surgery. My aunt was on her. She had sciatic nerve pain, and that's why they were around each other. Mom was going to drive her, to where she had to go because she had to have somebody help her. I don't know. Maybe I didn't give it to her. I mean, we'll never know, unless God tells me in a dream. Right. Um, but I feel like it was me. And that's what's making this just unbearable. God, went 37 minutes. I shouldn't have went this long. I know y'all, I appreciate anybody that's still here. Appreciate y'all listening to me ramble. And even though I'm not with y'all, y'all are listening and it kind of feels like I'm not alone. I mean, I don't have no therapist I can go to. I can't talk to anybody about my life from, this happening to anything else. Ain't like I can go get no therapist. I don't have the money for that. So this is kind of therapy, you know. What a nightmare. That's all my fault. But I know I gotta just let it go. I have to move on. There's nothing else I can do. I can't change it. It's funny, I'm not the only one that was going out and doing it. My family, man, not talk about her, but my family, they weren't going out. I mean, they were going out and just doing whatever. Not my mom, she didn't do it. But my family, they were just going out and doing whatever they wanted. Pretty much not wearing masks, not really distancing. They weren't doing anything right, really. Nothing happened. But then I do it. And what happens? It's just my life. Yeah. It's tough. I don't know how I'll pull through this, but I guess I will eventually. It's going to be a while. This will definitely be a while. I have nobody now but my mom. That's it. God, just thinking about that scares the hell out of me, man. I always hope that I at least maybe could have somebody, that, my aunt would survive. And if something happened to mom, it's just like, God, just thinking of that upset me. Because I'm kind of handicapped. It's not easy for me doing this stuff. And I don't have any. I mean, I hate to be so selfish, but I have to think about my life. It's funny. I was going to bring up one last thing, I guess. I it reads, I read online that autistic people don't usually live past their 36th year, 35th or 36th year, and I've lived past it because I guess they said partly their suicide rate is very high. I can certainly attest to that. I've thought of suicide many times in my life. Thought of it a lot. God, how many times have I thought of suicide? I can't even count how many times I have thought of suicide. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and get off here. I'm just sitting here babbling. I mean, nothing's, I'm not really saying anything. So I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate all you guys listening and, hearing me shoot my mouth off. I really appreciate it. Love you guys. Y'all are, other than my mom, you're all I got. I don't have anything. It's a lonely world for me right now. It's really bad. Like I said, I won't leave this video up for long. I'm going to delete both of them. Probably maybe the next day or two. I'll just take them both off. It's not something I definitely want to leave up. Well, guys, take care. I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.